Now here in exercise number 113, we have more of those slurring across the strings like we had in number 112. But the added challenge in number 113 is now you're going to be placing fingers on the fingerboard. And in order to make sure that we get a very good sound, we have to do something called tunneling. The reason why this is so important is because if you have, let's say, your first finger down on the D string and you try slurring to A, but your first finger is also touching the A string on accident, you're going to end up getting a sound like this. Sometimes a screechy sound, sometimes a high-pitched sound, sometimes just a very faint, whispery sound. And we don't want to have that. We want to have a nice, clean A string. So to tunnel, you want to make sure that your finger is shaped like a block, like this, and that the pad, the tip of that finger, is only touching the string that you want it to be touching. So practice that. Just practice placing your first finger up and down on your D string. And as you place it down, feel whether or not you're touching any other strings, and also look to see if you're touching any other strings. Then keep your first finger down, do the same with the second. And you can experiment a little bit too. Place 2 fingers down and try playing your A string. If you're getting that whispery, ugly sound, that means that part of your finger is touching the A string. You need to make sure to lift it off. Keep that nice and square so that you could poke a hole right through there. Do the same with your third finger. And if you're feeling really confident today, you can also try it with your fourth finger. Remember to swing that elbow in towards you, of course. As you're looking at number 113, I again recommend taking this one measure at a time. First measure is just all open strings. Let's try it together. Ready, go. The second measure, they're asking you to play now E to A. So that means we have to place one finger, again, make sure you have that square, on the D string to play E to A. Ready, go. In measure 3, get your second finger squared for F sharp. Ready, go. And then in measure 4, read the notes with me. We have G, A, D. So after you play the G when you're going to A, then you can pick up your third finger so that you don't accidentally play G, A, G. Let's try number 4. Measure 4. Ready, go. Now, if you need to practice those measures a little bit more, you can pause the video here. Once you feel like you're ready to play it, let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Did you get any harsh sounds? Did you get any sounds on the A string that you didn't want? If so, try it a few more times. Again, just making sure that you have that square in each of those fingers. That might feel a little bit weird until you get used to it. Once you get used to it, though, you'll do it naturally without even thinking. The next few exercises are also exercises that you can try and learn. We're not going to do them on the concert, but if you have the time and you have the energy that you want to learn them, you can try them with me. So we're going to look at exercise number 114 next. Exercise number 114 is a Beethoven piece, so if you want to brag and, tell your family and friends, hey, I can play Beethoven on my violin or viola, this is the piece to do that. Look at where you have the repeats in this exercise first. You've got a repeat right here. Look at where you have a first and second ending. And remember, we only play the first ending the first time, and we only play the second ending the second time. Watch out for the rhythms that you have in measure 1 and measure 3. You have 3 quarter notes followed by 2 eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. And that 4 and is slurred, so it's a very quick slur with fingers down. Once you've practiced it, again, measure by measure or little by little, and you feel like you're ready to try it, let's play it together. Moderato at a moderate speed. 1, 2, ready, go. Don't forget in that exercise, you want to use your fourth finger on the second to last note to play that A, and you want it to sound like the open A. If it sounds a little bit lower than the open A, it probably means we're not stretching our pinky far enough or not bringing in our elbow enough so that we can reach that fourth finger.